Welcome up there, down here, everybody watching around the world. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. That's nice. That's nice. I hope you guys are feeling good tonight. I'm feeling, what would you describe it? A little nostalgic, I guess. Because, well, yesterday there was a sighting of a man who I spent many happy years pretending to like. I'm talking about former President George W. Bush. Seen here after getting into the saran wrap drawer again. Laura had to put up one of those little doggy doors outside the kitchen to keep him out. W and I, for about 10 years, had so many good times together back at the old Colbert Report. I made so much fun of him, and he gave me so many reasons to do that. But old days. Old days. In character. It wasn't me, he was in character. After keeping a low profile for years now, yesterday, George Bush gave a speech in Dallas as part of an event called Elections, A More Perfect Union, focused on how elections work. And we've actually acquired W's PowerPoint on how elections work. Step 1, get fewer votes than your opponents. Step 2, have the Supreme Court hand it to you. At one point, 3-point plan. Now, at one point in his actual speech, Bush turned his attention to Russia. There's only one little problem. He had a bit of a gaffe. See if you can spot it.
Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. Of Ukraine.
Jiminy Christmas. The one phrase he definitely should never utter for the rest of his life. It's like he's thinking about it all the time and it just popped out. That has got to be the worst presidential Freudian slip since JFK said this.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask if you can do Marilyn Monroe. Boing.
Now, sure. We do these things not because they're easy, but because I am hard. Thankfully. Thankfully, W caught himself and did a quick course correct.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. Of Ukraine. Iraq, too. Anyway. 75.
Iraq, too? That is a refreshingly lighthearted confession to war crimes. I guess we should call off the search for the WMDs at this point. Somebody owes Saddam Hussein an edible arrangement. Maybe Bush is going to start admitting to everything he's been holding back. Also, I just want to say my grandkids are the ones who paint the watercolors. Dick Cheney is a Terminator sent from the future. And there are no human-animal hybrids. I saw the Philly fanatic with his head off, and I freaked out. Speaking of Ukraine, Zelensky is still lobbying the world for support. This week, he opened the Cannes Film Festival, where he vowed, "We will win this war." In fact, is this true? I'm told we have footage of his pre-movie presentation.
Let's go liberate Donbass. Let's kick Putin in the ass. Let's go liberate Donbass and steal ourselves a tank. And give old Gladys back.
It has been, sure, war. It's been a bit of a rough week on Wall Street. The Dow took a drubbing after investors were alarmed by disappointing earnings from Target, Walmart, and Lowe's. There's clearly only one solution. We must release the strategic reserve of dads running little errands. Go get some batteries, guys. Buy some spackle, the little bucket. The old one's probably dried out by now. Just put her around the paint aisle and pick out swatches. She says she wants yellow, but you don't know which one. Remember, satin, shine. It should glow but not glisten, okay? It should have sheen but not shimmer. So just buy one of each. Your country needs you. The big worry on Wall Street, sheen but not shine. Big worry on Wall Street these days is inflation. It's gotten out of control. In April, overall consumer prices for food rose 9.4%, but eggs surged 220%. Butter jumped 51%, fats and oils went up 41%, and flour 40%. Wait a second, that is everything you need to batter and deep fat fry. It's one thing for inflation to destroy our retirement plans. Now it's trying to make us live long enough to retire. These expenses, no, it stops. It stops. Line in the sand. It stops. Let me at 'em. These expenses are being passed on to the consumer. At one pizzeria in Mississippi, a 15-piece order of chicken wings used to be $13.95, but can now be around $27.95. And wing costs can vary so much they've often just labeled market price. Market price. On menus, that's usually reserved for things like lobster. So I certainly hope you get to pick your own chicken from the tank out front. They got little snorkels. They got little snorkels. Got a chicken snorkel. Oh, deep fried snorkel. I like how upset you were when you found out how chicken wing prices had jumped up. That proves you're all Americans. Prices are so out of control that the restaurant owner says he's trying to decide whether to keep raising prices or take wings off the menu. Wings were only on the menu because they were the cheapest damn part of the chicken. Now they're gonna have to substitute something else. Introducing Buffalo Wild Beaks. Just enough sauce. Enough sauce. Hell yeah. Over in COVID corner, cases are back on the rise. Yesterday, the CDC recommended that a third of Americans should consider wearing indoor masks. Consider is not the most urgent language you could use in a pandemic. That's like saying, danger, high voltage, maybe don't lick? Maybe? Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. We cannot blame the spread of COVID on lack of hand sanitizer anymore. I'll tell you that, because back in the early days of the pandemic, New York made 11 million bottles of hand sanitizer. Now it has 700,000 gallons of it can't get rid of. New York needs to get rid of 700,000 gallons of surplus alcohol. Paging Rudy Giuliani. Mr. Mayor, it's time to be a hero again. All is forgiven. But New York may want to hold on to that hand sanitizer for just a bit because there's a new virus making the rounds, and I don't want to alarm anyone, so let me just quietly say, Monkeypox! Woo! 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 Everyone's staying calm? Good. Then you're ready to hear this part of the headline. Rare monkeypox outbreak in UK, Europe, and US. What is it, and should we worry? I'll handle that one. I don't know, and sure. Well, it turns out monkeypox is a viral infection that causes fever, body aches, enlarged lymph nodes, and blisters. Also, an uncontrollable urge to wear a tuxedo and ride a tiny little bike. To make matters more concerning, scientists say there's evidence the virus could be spreading through a new route, sexual contact. Wow. Wow, this new information suddenly makes unprotected sex with a pox-riddled monkey way less appealing. And you know it's impossible to teach a monkey sex ed. Before you can put the condom on the banana, they eat it. Impossible. It's a monkey banana joke. It's a monkey banana joke. Grow up. Speaking of doing it, more companies are bringing employees back in person, and some workers might get a little too excited about that, because according to a new survey, more than a third of single white-collar workers think returning to the office will help their sex lives, and at some companies, the number of horny cubicle jockeys is even higher. For example, 50% of singles at Capital One said returning to in-person work would help them get lucky. It explains their new slogan, Capital One, what's in your wallet? Better be a condom. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Mike Myers and Minhot